Hello and welcome to another video of Meneer Schoolmeesters. In this video I'd like to explain the Lorenzcurve to you, which is dealt with in the book Buying and Working for 3 HAVO VWO in chapter 2. The Lorenzcurve is a visualization of the income distribution in a certain group, mostly a country, but foremost a group. So, I will guide you to the 6 steps that you have to take in order to be able to draw the so-called Lorenzcurve. So, the first thing that you do is you have the groups, or the persons within the group, yes, or the households, whatever the assignment provides you with. And what you do is you put them in order of income, and the person with the lowest income is here above, and then the person with the highest income is at the bottom. So you arrange them from low to high. So John, Mark, Susan, Aisha and Quinn. The second step that you take is that you write down what percentage each person is compared to the group. Well, there's 5 persons here, so each person consists of 20% of the people in the group. So 20, 20, 20, 20, and 20. The third step you take is you write down what they earn, their income. And I explain from low to high. So John makes 150, Mark makes 200, Susan 300, Aisha 500, and Quinn, he earns 850. The fourth step that you take is, you have to calculate here, is you calculate what percentage the income is compared to the total. So John earns 7.5% of all the money, namely 150 divided by 2,000 times 100 gives us 7.5%. Mark earns 10% of all the money, Susan 15, Aisha 25, and Quinn earns, with his 850, 42.5%. Step 5, which you have to take, is that you tell the cumulative percentage of the households. So that means you add them up. So that means that John consists of 20% of all the households. Mind you, the next one, Mark and John added up are 40% of all the people. Susan, Mark and John added up are 60% of all the people. Aisha, Susan, Mark and John added up is 80% of all the people. And Quinn, Aisha, Susan, Mark and John together are 100% of all the people. So this is cumulative, which means added up. The last column, which you have to calculate, is the cumulative percentage of their income. So the system is about the same. So John makes 7.5% of all the money. John and Mark together make 17.5% because Mark makes 10, John 7.5, in total 17.5%. Susan, Mark and John, 15, 10 plus 7.5, earned 32.5% together. Aisha, Susan, Mark and John earn 57.5% together. And obviously, Quinn, Aisha, Susan, Mark and John, so everyone earns everything. Yes, so everyone earns the whole amount of money. So 100%. Now, these two you are going to need in order to draw the Lorenzcurve. So, I prepared one here for you, and in the horizontal axis, you say the cumulative percentage of the households, which is column number 5. We wrote down here. On the vertical axis, it says cumulative percentage of the income, which is column number 6, which we wrote down here. In a red dotted line, I put a straight line in. This line would represent the Lorenz curve if everyone would earn the same amount. Yes, so if everyone earns the same, the Lorenz curve would be a straight line. But it's almost never a straight line. So what you have to do now is you have a look at column number 6 and you say 20% earns 7.5%, which is here. So you put a dot there. 40%, which is here, earns 17.5%, which is there. 60% earns 32.5, 80% 75.5, and 100% earn 100% of all the money, obviously. Now, the thing that you do is you connect all the dots and then you get the Lorenz curve. So I'm going to connect the dots for you. Try to make it as smooth as possible. So what we see here is the Lorenz curve of these 5 people. With some imagination, you can see that this looks a bit like a belly. And the bigger the belly, the more unequal the income is divided. Not necessarily unfair, but unequal. And the flatter the belly, the more equal the income is divided amongst all the people. So, hopefully you learned how to draw the Lorenz curve. So what you have to do is you have to remember the 6 steps. So, divide them from low to high, what percentage they are, how much they make, how much that is in percentages, and then you do the cumulative columns in which you add them up. And then you translate column number 5 and 6 to the Lorenz curve there. Well, hopefully you learned something, and if you like my videos and if you're curious when there's a new video coming, then please subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I will see you back soon. Cheers.